Shri Guru children. Today we are going to see the lesson liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Chapter 20. In this lesson, we are going to see the dimensions of new economic policy, meaning and forms of liberalization, advantages and disadvantages of liberalization, impact of liberalization, meaning and forms of privatization, advantages and disadvantages of privatization, impact of privatization, meaning and forms of globalization, advantages and disadvantages of globalization, impact of globalization. First, we are going to see the dimension of new economic policy. Before moving to this lesson, first we should know about the approaches of India in the world level. Okay. During 1991, India approached International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, popularly known as World Bank, and International Monetary Fund, and received $7 million as loan to repay the external borrowings. So, these international agencies expected India to liberalize and open up economy by removing restrictions on private sector and remove trade restrictions between India and other countries. So, India, what they did know, agreed to the condition of World Bank and IMF and announced new economic policies, which consists of wide range of economic reforms. This new set of economic reforms is commonly known as LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization. First, the dimension of new economic policy. What is the dimension of new economic policy? Based for new economic policy in various countries of the world is Jungle Draft, which was all about the general agreements on trade and tariffs. Tariffs means you know the taxes. Mr. Arthur Dunkel submitted a 22,000 page document for the World Trade Organization and followed by many nations to adopt their respective new economic policies. India is one among such nations to commit itself to the new economic policy in 1997. Okay, and then now we are going to see the meaning and forms of liberalization. So liberalize means to relax something, isn't it? So liberalization refers to law or rules being liberalized or relaxed by a government. Liberalization means relaxation of various government restrictions in the area of social and economic policies in order to make economics free to enter in the market and establish their venture in the country. So, liberalizing trade policy by the government includes removal of tariffs, subsidies, and other restrictions on the flow of goods and services between countries. Liberalization is the result of new industrial policy which abolished the license system. So, they are abolishing the license system or license Raj. See, what are the advantages we are having in liberalization? Increase in foreign investment. If a country liberalizes its trade, it will make the country more attractive for inward investment. So, inward investment leads to capital inflow but also helps the economy through diffusion of more technology management, techniques, and knowledge. So, everything we are investing, everything we are importing, okay, all the technologies, all the knowledges, everything we are importing, we are getting from other countries. And then increase the foreign exchange reserves. Relaxation is a regulation converting foreign investment and foreign exchange has paved way for easy access to foreign capital. So more and more foreign countries are coming and investing their capital in our country, increasing in consumption. Liberalization increase the number of goods available for consumption within the country due to increase in production. So there are more producers are increasing. So consumptions are also increasing. Control over price. The removal of tariff barriers can lead to lower price for consumers. This would be particularly a benefit for countries who are importers. Okay, and so many advantages also we are having. For example, reduction in external borrowings, and then so many things are there. So this we are seeing in this lesson, and then disadvantages, increases in unemployment. So the trade liberalization offer lead to a shift in the balance of the economy. Some industries grow, some industries decline. Therefore, there may often be structural unemployment from certain industries closing. So many industries are closing because of unemployment problems, because so many foreign companies are coming inside. Okay, so domestic industries is getting sick. Loss to domestic units. With fewer entry restrictions, it has been possible for many entrants to make inroads into the country, which poses a threat and competition to the existing domestic units. So many domestic units are getting lost, and the increased dependence on foreign emission. We are depending the other countries, isn't it? Trade liberalization means firm will face greater competition abroad. When competition is not automatically enhanced, it can lead to domination by big institutions that has market controlling power. So all the institutions are dominating our domestic domestic industries. Okay, and then impact of liberalization. So what are the impacts we are having? Liberalization has opened up new business opportunities abroad and increased foreign direct investments. So automatically we will be getting more business opportunities and then foreign direct investment also. New market for various goods come into existence and resulted not only in urban but also in rural development. So new products are coming inside the business automatically our country will get developed. It becomes very easy to obtain loans from banks for business expansion. So if you are doing foreign investment in this, automatically the government is providing more loan facilities. The banks are providing more loans. So you can easily expand your business. Foreign collaboration is the latest outcome of globalization. So many foreign companies are coming to our country, isn't it? A number of multinational companies started opening worldwide, including India. So many MNC companies have started here. Already we saw in MNC lesson, isn't it? And then next we are going to see the privatization. The meaning of privatization. Privatization is the instance or process of transferring ownership of the business enterprises, agency, or public service from the government to the private sector. Privatization means permitting the private sector to set up industries which were previously reserved for the public sector. Under this policy, many public sector units were sold to private sector. Now also the EV also they are going to give privatization. Why they are doing like that? In the sense, automatically the private sector will maintain the department very carefully, and then they are very, you know very well why we are going to the private hospital or why we are not going to the government hospital, isn't it? You know that very well because of hospitality, the cleanliness, everything is attracting us, isn't it? So that's why we are not using normally government hospitals. So same way only, the government is giving their ownership to private sectors. Okay. The main reason for privatization was PSUs were running in the losses due to mismanagement and political interference. So PSU in the sense public sector units, they are not using properly. There are so many political interference are there. So that's why this government is thinking that we can give this to privatization. The managers could not work independently and the production capacity remained underutilized. To increase competition and efficiency, privatization of PSUs were inevitable. Some examples of public sector enterprises recently privatized are as follows: Bharat Aluminium Company Limited, Hindustan Zinc Limited, Indian Petrochemical Corporation Limited, Maruti Udyog Limited, and the Modern Food Industries Limited. So many companies they have given to the recently privatized. Okay, And then advantages. What are the advantages we are having of privatization? Increase in efficiency. You know that very well, isn't it? They will put more efficient. Privatization is associated with improved efficiency due to the profit incentive. Private companies will ensure they improve their operational efficiency in order to reduce their cost and improve profits. Professional management. Government-owned enterprises make poor economic management. That you know very well. So they will not run the companies properly compared to private-owned enterprises. This is because of the fear of a negative publicity. Private ownership makes a hold management decision due to their strong foundation in international level. You know why we are going to the private schools? We are not going to the government schools. So because of the attentiveness and then how they are in the efficiency for to the children. Everything is attracting the people, isn't it? And then increase in competition. Privatization of state-owned monopolies occurs alongside deregulation, that is, policies to allow more firms to enter the industry and increase the competitiveness of the market. So they will compete with us, some other business units. So automatically they will get benefit. It is this increase in competition that can be the greatest scope to improve its efficiency. That's why we are liking to get privatization. And then so many disadvantages also is there. Lack of welfare. They will never think about the poor peoples. So majority of private companies whose main motive is profit making do not indulge in public interest or welfare service like free education to poor, free medical treatment like that. And then political pressures. So you know very well in government companies and so many political powers pressures will be there, isn't it? When private companies fail to deliver, the public has no power to intervene, and the government does not always have time to expertise to force them to keep their promises. Ignore the weaker section. So they will never turn, isn't it? So privatization often goes hand in hand with encouraging richer people to pay more and opt for best quality services. This led to division, making it harder to provide excellent public services from weaker section. So what is the impact of privatization? Privatization has a positive impact on the financial growth by increasing the defects and debts. So, increase in the efficiency of government undertaking, provide better goods and service to the customer, making way for foreign direct investment. So, they are giving good result. That's why we need the privatization. Okay. Next, we are going to see the globalization, meaning of globalization. Globalization means it could be fully globalized. That means anywhere, anybody can buy or sell their goods and services. Okay. Globalization results for the removal of barriers between national economics to encourage the flow of goods, service, capital, and labor. Anybody can work anywhere. By the lowering or removal of tariffs and quotas and restrict free and open trade among nations has helped globalize the world economy. So globalization means the interaction and the integration of the domestic economy with the rest of the world with regard to foreign investment, trade, production, and financial matters. It is a process by which business or other organizations develop international influence or start opening on an international scale. Globalization stands for the consolidation of the various economics of the world. So that's why we need globalization also. The form of globalization. How it forms. Globalization results from the removal of barriers between the nation economics to encourage the flow of goods, service, capital, and labor. So you can do anywhere, any goods and services you can transfer, you can trade. So capital you can anywhere you can invest, anywhere you can work. So that is called as globalization. Advantages of globalization. Increases in foreign collaboration. So many companies are coming in India, we are also doing business in some other countries, like that. So the globalization increased foreign collaboration through various modes such as joint ventures, merger, franchise, turnkey projects like that. Then expansion of market. You can expand your market. The size and the operation of business moves from local to national and from international level. And then technological development. So you are adopting all the technologies from other countries. So technical advancement pave way for the company to enter foreign market. The globalization of technology is done by the royalty or purchase of technology or by technology collaboration. That also we can say. And then so many disadvantages also is there. Loss of domestic industries. So many industries get affected. So globalization causes decline in the demand of domestic products which vanish the domestic industries. Industries in inequalities. Globalization widened the gap between rich and poor. Also, developed countries exploit the resources of developing countries. Dominance of foreign institutions. Definitely, they will dominate, isn't it? So, dominate. Economic power shift for independent industries to international organizations, which is a threat to international sovereignty. Okay, and then impact of globalization. Definitely, some impacts will be there, isn't it? So, multinational corporations can manufacture, buy and sell goods worldwide. You can buy or sell, or you can invest, you can do whatever you want through international level. Globalization has led to a boom in consumer product market. So whatever product you want, you can do it. The advent of foreign company and growth in economy has led to job creation. So many job you are getting, job or opportunities you are getting. Okay, do you understand children?